This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? A.M.P. Yet I have planted you, O house of Israel, as a choice vine, a completely faithful seed. How then have you turned against me into degenerate shoots of a foreign and wild vine, alien to me? Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Brachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 21, is that I saw this news report on mainstream national news where you had a Jake running from the police, and he ended up hitting a pole, flipping the SUV over, and his child was ejected out of the vehicle, and this made national news, and this is why I'm doing a lesson on it, because hey, this is why the Lord called our people a degenerate plant. All right, and basically he was asking the question, how has our people become a degenerate plant? And the answer is rebellion, being rebellious. So I'm gonna play this, all right, so you get to see, all right, this police officer, all right, run and get the baby that's out of the vehicle, and this Jake, is just completely a rebel, all right. 28-year-old Tarice Fletcher continued driving, reaching speeds about 100 miles out of a Camden city limits, right, and he was just being pulled over for a traffic violation, all right. So he decided not to stop, being a rebel, being rebellious, all right. This is why 2/3 ain't gonna make it. It goes on to say the state troopers said they attempted to end the chase by hitting the vehicle and were not aware of the children in the SUV, right? So here it is. This Jake, this is going over 100 miles per hour, or reaching, above 100. Yeah, going over 100 miles per hour. It says reaching speeds above 100 miles per hour. All right. The cops didn't know. So he's putting his own children's life in danger. All right. Because when you keep reading, why is he doing this? During the chase, state troopers said the suspect lost control of the vehicle, went through a yard, struck a pole, and overturned. Special agents said a 4-month-old was ejected from the vehicle and 3 other children were safely removed from the vehicle. ASP officials said the children were all under the age of 6. This is a nigga, straight up. The children were taken to a hospital with minor injuries. The children's mother was notified, state troopers said. Fletcher was taken into custody and is being held at the Ouachita County Detention Center. He is facing multiple charges, including fleeing, 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor, and other gun. And the report I saw on national news is that the firearm that he had in his vehicle didn't even belong to him. It belonged to somebody else. And of course, you already know, drugs in the vehicle. So that's why he fled, because he knew, all right, that the vehicle, all right, that he was hot. And the vehicle that he was driving in, all right, had all this stuff in it. Because of him, because of being rebellious. All right? So let's play this because I want you to see, all right, this officer pick up this young Jake baby from the ground. All right? That's, hey, man, 2/3 of our people are going to die. All right? It is a fact. All right? 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be cooked by nuclear missiles, as well as Yahweh Shai when he brings the fire from his chariots.
Hey, watch those lines. They're touching the car. Get back. Get back.
There's the baby, 4-month-old. Okay? The degenerate. All right, that's why the Lord called our people degenerate. You know what a degenerate is? It refers to something that has declined, deteriorated, or fallen from a high, normal, desirable state to a lesser, lower, or more corrupt condition. Okay? Let's see what it's degenerate means in the Hebrew. Okay? Degenerate. All right, this is a sa, this is a wa, this is a ra, sawara, which means degenerate, turned off, deteriorated. Okay? Removed, expelled. All right? A degenerate branch. All right? And that's why it coincides with what? An exile, expelled. That's why we were removed from our land, because our people were being degenerate. Okay? Corrupt condition. That's why we got kicked out of the land. That's why we're in this captivity. All right? Because our people are rebellious. All right? A degenerate plant. Let's keep playing. So there's the baby. And now he has to take the baby to the hospital.
Is everybody awake? Yes. Everybody's up. They're moving?
Yes. I don't know what my baby's in.
I have your baby. She's okay.
Pylons are on fire. Go on top of the vehicle.
Come here. Get that off your hair. Come here. He okay? Come here, buddy. Hey, you better stay in the car right now. Stay in the car. Go to Trooper Harper, okay? Put your hand down. Stay inside the car. Do not come out. You see them power lines? If it touches the car, it's going to kill you. Hey, sweetie. This is Trooper Harper. Go right to him. Hands on top of the car. Yes.
Are you okay? A little cut. Oh, you got a scratch. Come in here, baby. You're okay.
Look at these. Under 6 years old, man. All right? That's why, Moses said it. Moses said, when he was about to die, all right? He said that he knew that, okay, our people were rebellious. That's why he says in Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 27, "For I know thy rebellion and thy stiff neck. Behold, while I am yet alive with you this day, ye have been rebellious against the Lord, and how much more after my death." Right. Okay? Let's see in the NLT version. "For I know, how rebellious and stubborn you are. Even now, while I'm still alive and I'm here with you, ye have rebelled against the Lord." Yup, sure have. Okay? These are the same people that resurrected that calf, danced around it. Okay? These are the same people that wanted to come against Moses. All right? "How much more rebellious will you be after my death?" 28, "Gather unto me all the elders of your tribes and your officers, that I may speak these words in their ears, and call heaven and earth to record against them." Do you see that? To record against them. All right? So this is why the Lord is jacking our people up left and right, because they've been rebellious from the beginning. 29, "For I know that after my death you will utterly corrupt yourselves and turn aside from the way which I have commanded you, and evil will befall you in the latter days." Right? This is why we're in captivity. This is why we're catching all this hell. All right? Because you are rebellious. That's the reason why we're here. Okay? The Wadi al-Bashim al-Shai, only the elect are going to repent, all right, and seek the Lord 10 times more. Okay? The rest of y'all are going to die here, horrible death, because you will do evil in the sight of the Lord Yahweh to provoke him to anger through the works of your hands. Yup. To this very day, it's 2026. All right, niggas is still getting high, still moving around with illegal firearms. All right, trying to dodge the police like it's some GTA video game. All right, still putting their children in harm's way. Don't even care about their children. And then he has the audacity to say, "What about my baby?" All right, you weren't thinking about your baby when you were going over 100. Fuck boy. And now now these children are out of father. The mother, she's a single mother, so you already know what's she gonna do. She gonna go, all right, jump on the cock carousel, and these kids, all they're gonna see, these children, all they're gonna see is different men in and out of the house, and the cycle fucking continues. This is why we want the king. This is why we want Yahweh to come now, all right? Because if the Lord don't come, we're through as a people. It's a fact. If the Lord don't come back now, we are screwed as a nation, man. The Wadi Habashim once again, that the elect are going to be saved. The elect are the reason why the nation, all right, will be preserved, because of the elect. Okay, that's why it says in Isaiah chapter 1, just going to get to the point, milk scripture. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, right, talking about the elect, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. Facts, okay? Facts. All right? This is ridiculous. Let's finish off with what Moses said. Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 29. For I know that after my death you will utterly corrupt yourselves and turn aside from the way which I have commanded you, and evil will befall you in the latter days, because you will do evil in the sight of the Lord Yahweh, to provoke him to anger through the work of your hands. See that? 30. And Moses spake in the ears of all the congregation of Israel the words of this song until they were ended. Right, it was a song. Okay? A song of Moses. All right? It was a song. And then Moses passes away, the death of Moses. So he already knew, that's why he said what he said. Okay? So let's keep playing this.
Yeah, you're not going to. You're good. No, you're not going to fall.
Is the baby okay?
Yes. Yes, she's fine.
Oh, there's another baby?
Yep. He can't get out. There's a baby in the car still.
Yeah. I ain't got a key. I'm just that damn power line.
Keep your hands on the car.
I don't know how much longer that's gonna hold before it burns and falls.
This is all wires right here. This is electricity. Damn. It's a good thing they cover the face, because it's a shame, man. It is a shame. I'm glad they covered the faces of the Jake children. Because this is a shame, man. Okay? This is why we get stereotyped all the time, because you got degenerates, all right, that don't make it easy, for us not to be stereotyped. I understand it's the curses, but damn, we in 2026.
Hey? Let me see.
You gotta check every.
Does it hurt?
Make sure no broken bones, no puncture wounds.
bud.
And you know, this officer, his PTSD is on another level. All right? Because again, they didn't know. You can see in his eyes, they didn't know that there was children in the vehicle. They thought it was just some, you know, some, as they would say, black male on the run. You know, they had no idea there was little children in the vehicle. That's why, you know, he's all bugged out. Okay. All right. Being a cop is the worst. It's the worst job to have, because you got to deal with fucking degenerates all the time.
You okay? Yeah. You're okay.
Hey, can you stop? Hey, can you like... Get over for Bubba? Are you hurt anywhere? It's hard.
Yeah, they have to check the lungs, make sure the lungs weren't punctured. Man, Jake is a, you know, you 2/3, man. That's why the Lord's got to get you little niggas, man. You're just a bunch of niggas, man. Niggas, spics, tontos, just fucking degenerate. All right? That's why I like going into the prophecies and showing World War III's coming, showing famines coming. All right? Because you niggas need to get obliterated by these things. Okay? Let me get this scripture right here. Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 2. Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. Right. Okay, and the Lord put us on game. All right. That's why we're in the midst of all this. We see the rebellion of our people day in and day out. That's why I don't want to be around my people. If you're not in the truth, I don't want to be around you. Okay? Facts. All right? You're a disgrace. You're a shame to the nation of Israel. Yeah, I watched this, man. I was watching. I was like, this is fucked up. You know? It gets you upset, man. Now you know why the Lord has to destroy 2/3. I keep saying 2/3. Let me bring out that scripture. All right? What is it? Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, okay, this is singular. So what land? America, Babylon the Great, saith the Lord. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. You see that? 2/3 of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have to be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein. Right. And the elect are going to be delivered. Verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. Right. And if you look at this spiritually, okay, the Lord is refining us like silver and trying us like gold, so we get delivered from this coming nuclear destruction. All right, the fire. And this is talking about the deliverance right here. They shall call on my name. That's why you need to know the name. The Father's name is Yahweh. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai. And I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people. My people is talking about Israel. And they shall say, the Lord is my power. Right, okay? And let me see if there's any more on this. Well, I thought they brought out the Jake.
Why are you running?
I don't know who about something to do.
You've been talking to me. You got warrants?
No, hope not. I had a gun before.
You fella?
Okay.
You know, that's it, man. I thought they were going to show the Jake. All right. There he is. There's this fucking degenerate. Okay? All right? He put his children in harm's way. All right? Because he wanted to be a rebellious. All right? He wanted to be a nigga with the hard R. Now you know why Esau drops the hard R on our people time and time again, because of shit like this. All right? See, Esau is the wicked. He's doing his part, but our people, okay, the Lord, okay, gave us laws, statutes, and commandments, all right? Gave us a sound doctrine, gave us in the book of Joshua, real quickly, okay? It's reminding me of the book of Joshua. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. You see? What book? The Bible, okay? The scriptures, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Okay? And that's the thing. Our people, the bulk of them, don't want to go into the Bible, don't want, all right, to take heed to the words of the Lord as an Israelite. If they do go into the Bible, the bulk of them want to be in that plantation Christianity madness, all right? Which with plantation Christianity, there's no fear of the Lord. That's why I don't like plantation Christianity, because there is no healthy fear of the Lord. There is none. And you see it with this, okay? With this one. Now he's gonna go, through the system, all right? And be more likely be on that plantation Christianity, or go Islam, okay? Because for what I've been hearing, the prison system now with a lot of Southern Kingdom, it's heavily saturated with that Islam madness, okay? And it's really Jake goes into it for protection. But yeah, man, this is nasty work. All right. Let me bring out Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, hereby, and send me. All right. And the Lord has commissioned us, just like Isaiah, all right, to bring out his word. However, the Lord put us on game, right, in verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not, right? Because you're a rebellious house. Just like Moses said, you're going to rebel, you ain't going to listen, okay? You ain't going to hearken. 10. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. Right. And that goes to show you the only ones that can convert are Israelites. Because when you go into this word convert, this is why it's very important to go into words, like the apostle elders always say. Convert. The Hebrew word is shawab. This is a shad, this is a wa, this is a ba, shawab. And it means to return. Only Israelites can return. Okay? Not the heathens. All right? When you return to something, meaning you were there from the beginning, and then you lost your way, now you got to return back. Okay? That only applies to the Israelites. That's why you wacky tacky plantation Christian can't get it. And you never will get it, because you weren't meant to get it, because they don't like you either. He wants you to get hit with a missile, a nuclear missile, all right? And fire from the chariots. That's how the Lord, that's what the Lord wants. And I see it. Yeah, the Lord wants to kill these people. He's very angry with them. Yahushai's vengeance is to kill a lot of wicked plantation Christians. 11. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. You see that? Utterly desolate. So, for example, a nigga like him, he ain't gonna get it till the nukes fall on his fucking head. All right? It's a damn shame, because those children, man, all you gotta look as, the Lord works in mysterious ways. You know that old saying. All right? However, all right, those kids, man, if you understand the 2/3, those kids ain't gonna make it, man. All right? Because, again, the only way they're going to make it is if a man of the Lord. All right? And who's going to want a mother with all these kids, okay? And the husband is in prison, in and out of jail, okay? Or the baby's father, you know? That's a who wants to get into that relationship? Who would want to get into that, okay? This is why, for you women, you got to be mindful who you lay down with, okay? Anyway, that's for another topic. Point is, man, the Lord, this is the reason why the Lord called us a degenerate, called our people, okay, called us, okay, because we all fell, all right, but called, our people a degenerate plant. Why? Because of rebellion, and you see it, the fruits of it, right here. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostle elders. And brothers, when you, also pray the Lord speed up the times. We got to get up out of here, man. This place is death, man. All right? Pray for fewer days, man. For the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. Keep doing what you're doing. All right? Do it and fear the Lord. All right? And when you pray, Chad, cover. We're almost out of here. Shalom.